The Jonesboro Cardinals are trying to kill two birds with one stone tonight. Snap a current 4-game losing streak and a current 3-game losing streak against their opponent tonight. A win tonight will send the Redbirds to the offseason on a good note. The Lovejoy Wildcats are looking to end their 2022 regular season on a 4-game winning streak and keeping their current winning streak against their opponent tonight that they have not lost to since the 1990s. The regular season finale is tonight. Lovejoy Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. The Georgia Media Network Services presents high school football tonight. It is the Cardinals of Jonesboro and the Wildcats of Lovejoy. Tonight's forecast is at 69 degrees, partly cloudy. Temperatures will expected to be in the low 60s by the end of the game. And with that, we say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Anthony Harp, along with our Lovejoy insider, Miss Kelby. We thank you for joining us, however and wherever you're joining us. We thank you for doing so. So I guess one of the themes or headliners for tonight's game, it is senior night.
Yes.
You will be experiencing this next year, but for this year, just talk about the football players as they played their last home game in the regular season tonight.
Well, as you guys know, this is our last regular home season game. We do host, I think, the first round of playoffs here in Clayton County, which will be the only game hosted in Clayton County. So I expect to see everyone at the first round of playoffs. Like you said, tonight is senior night, so we want to give a big shout out to all of our seniors. This is their last regular season game as Lovejoy Wildcats.
Lovejoy Wildcats, indeed. Now, last week it was against Forest Park. Lovejoy played. They really don't have that much success on the football field. Forest Park does. Forest Park lost to Lovejoy last week, 49-13. You was there last week. Who would be your MVP for that game?
My MVP would be Jalen Gilbert, number 5. Since Trey 2 was out last week on injured reserve, we want to give a big shout out to Jalen. He had about 3 touchdowns as a sophomore. So big shout out to Jalen.
Now, you've been following this team a lot closer than what Dennis and I have. Dennis, he is our executive director and producer. So who would be your MVP? Just according the gospel according to Kelby, who is your MVP for this season?
My most valuable player.
Your most valuable player or players, if you need more than one to answer that question.
Okay, so I would say my most valuable players would be the seniors. Each of them have their own characteristics. Each of them get on the field every night and show out. Every Friday night they put their best foot forward every time. Like I said, their high school football season career is coming to an end as this is our last regular season game. So I would definitely give a shout out to all of my seniors.
That was a safe for the whole family answer. And I said one or maybe 2 players. She's going to call out everybody. Well played. Very well played. Very well played. So as for tonight, going up against a Jonesboro Cardinals football team, you and I were talking before the game. You're saying that you are expecting a lot of people to show up. And clearly the 2 marching bands, they have not wasted any time in going at it. They went at it before the national anthem even took place. So expect me preaching and shouting like I'm a preacher in Southwest Atlanta all throughout the game. But in the meantime, tonight's game, the number 2 seed is already locked. Now, speaking with Coach Carson, he throughout the season, really before the game, he's always talking about minimizing mistakes.
Absolutely.
Jonesboro, they're not going to go to the playoffs this year. So how focused do you expect Lovejoy football team, offense, defense, and special teams to be going up against a team that really isn't playing for anything, knowing next week the playoffs start?
So with them not being able to go to playoffs this year, I feel like this is just a little practice for us. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not going to the playoffs, we wouldn't take this game lightly. Like I said, it's practice. Put our best foot forward every time that we go out. That's pretty much it. Minimizing mistakes, like you stated before. Minimizing mistakes. We're coming close to the end, so therefore, we don't have any room for any mistakes right now because any game we play could be our last game. So you want to play every game like it's your last game, even if it's not your last game.
That is right. It is the last game for these seniors in the regular season. Now, the playoffs, we all know that if you don't win, you go home. So it's pretty much a must win next week on forward. Not so much for the Wildcats, but for everybody involved. So, Ms. Kelby, this is our season finale in football. We stay tuned for our coverage of high school basketball, as well as some other things that we are looking to get into. But we do want to say thank you for always making time for us and giving us your insight and expertise, your insider. Like, you have lived up to the insider name to the best of your ability. And we do want to thank you for always taking time to spend with us every time we're here at 12 Oak Stadium.
So am I going to see y'all on Tuesday?
No.
It's our first basketball game.
It is the first basketball game. Again, there are things behind the scenes we're trying
all right
to get done, but Flowers, yeah, he just lost me with that. But yeah, the season does start. We're not going to be there for the season opener. You know, the girls, they did win the state championship last season, so they're looking to avenge their title there. But since you brought up basketball, before we let you go, what is the forecast looking like for the girls and basketball team?
For the girls and boys basketball team, lately I've been looking at the girls. You know, like I said, Coach King and Coach Reese have everything under control. It's a process that we will have to trust. I would say catch us Tuesday, and that'll give us like an eye opener what the season is going to be like.
All right, she said it. She's Kelby. Thank you for always spending time with us. Both teams are on the field. They are set and ready to go. We will step aside and set up tonight's matchup in the season finale between Lovejoy and Jonesboro on the Georgia Media Network Services.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
And just like that, we are underway from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. Gets to the 20, trying to get to the 25, and does down at the 26-yard line by Devon Rainey. We're coming in hot and heavy as fans are still filing and making their way into the stadium of this season finale. Again, however and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. Looking at these Jonesboro Cardinals, they are 3-6 overall. They are 2-4 in region play. So best believe we are going to have a compelling matchup on the football field as well as in the stands as well. Not sure what the delay is for, but it looks like everybody is in position and we are ready to go from the shotgun. There's the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper running far side to the left. The quarterback keeper is John Tavius Wayman, as the Cardinals are moving from left to right on your screen. Last week, the Jonesboro Cardinals, they failed to out-Covey 16-12. As we have silence now. I'm not expecting that silence to be consistent or long throughout this game on senior night. From the pistol formation, there's the clap, there's the whistle. And the play was over well before it started. Offside penalty on the Lovejoy Wildcats. And speaking with Edgar Carson earlier before the game, that's something that he does not want to see as the playoffs looms. As Wayman ducking, trying to find somebody, rolling out near side, throw downfield. That is caught. But was he in bounds? Yes, he is. Mario Presley with the catch after Wayman scrambling and ducking under defenders. That's a first down for Jonesboro. And they make that catch. Well, wait a minute. I guess not. The catch was made. Now we have a Wildcats tent in front of us, so we really couldn't see if his feet was in or not, but apparently that is not the case. That is an incomplete pass. So we're going to try that again. It is third down from the 30, shotgun formation. Wayman rolling out, being chased from behind. Looking, and he's going to keep it. Gets to the 35, scrambling, and steps out of bounds close to the 40. He's ruled down or out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. It is enough for a first down. Moving the sticks on the opening drive of the game is the Cardinals. They're head coached by Tim Floyd. Speaking with him before the game, wanting to know, how do you beat Lovejoy? And the process is simple. Play mistake-free football and control the clock. Typically, if you control the clock, you pretty much win the game in majority of the time. And we have an official timeout here. All right. We cleared that up and set and ready to go from the pistol. Wayman carry outside to the running back, wrapped up and eluding a defender, and eventually forced out of bounds. Donovan McCoy getting his first carry of the game, ushered out of bounds by Caden Dyer. And we already have a Cardinal down on the field. From our vantage point, it looked like wide receiver Mario Presley. Looked like he is favoring his right hand, right wrist, right forearm. Gets to his feet. And coming to find out, it is Jay Varner, the Cardinals lineman. He trots gingerly off the field under his own power. A minute and a half gone by. Second down and 3. There's the snap. Here comes the rush. Wayman rolling out far side. It gets to the 40. Steps out of bounds. Crossing the 45-yard line. And it was Justin Etheridge hot on Wayman's tail coming from the near right side. Now, the Cardinals, they are not going to make the playoffs this year. And speaking with Coach Floyd before the game, asking him where did things go south, he told me it's a combination of mistakes. You have new guys in getting a lot of playing time as we have another run up the middle by McCoy, taken down by Sloan Jacobs. Have a freshman quarterback. And even Tim Floyd admitted it himself that he has to do a better job of coaching and preparing his football team for football games. So it's going to be 4th down. And we have movement up front. And that should be a first down for Jonesboro because the Wildcats, they moved off sides. No. The Cardinals, their hands were caught in the cookie jar. And so now the Cardinals are going to punt. There's the snap. There's the punt. A very short punt. It will take a Cardinals bounce inside the 25, down at the 23-yard line. That's about a 30-yard punt there. $9:19 to play in the opening quarter. In Jonesboro, they could not get into field goal range. Now the Wildcats, they will start things from their 22-yard line. Malachi Lightfoot, he's your starting quarterback. Crowded backfield. It's going to be a handoff to that dude, Trayvon Kitchen. And Kitchen, he gets positive yardage, gets a gain of 3. And you're talking about Trayvon Kitchen. He has been that guy this season. Asking his head coach, Edgar Carson, like, Trayvon, he's pretty much has been a man amongst boys. He's the only running back in region play who has rushed for over 1,000 yards this season, as it's going to be Trayvon Kitchen again, getting back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gaining a yard, if that. So I asked Edgar Carson, like, would you consider him to be your MVP? And he actually deferred his answer to the Wildcats offensive line. The offensive line, the men up front, or as John Madden would say, the big uglies, they are the ones creating the hole, creating the pressure to allow Kitchen to get his yards that he is getting. The first pass from Malachi Lightfoot is to Antonio Floyd, well short of a first down. So a quick 3-and-out for the Wildcats. And the punting unit will come on. Coming up on 7:40 to play of a scoreless game in the first quarter. There's the snap. There's the punt. And that will take a Wildcats bounce inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. Two minutes of game time going by, still a scoreless game. As we have time to bring in our director and producer, Dennis Thomas. I don't know if you have heard heavy breathing, but that wasn't me. That was Dennis. I don't know if he was telling me to hurry up with his breathing or he was just breathing very hard, but hello to you, sir.
Good evening, Anthony. Good evening, Georgia Media Network audience and fans, friends. Glad to be here tonight, last game of the season. Hope you guys want to thank you guys again for joining us tonight on this last broadcast.
So 1st down and 10, ball from the 39-yard line from the shotgun. Wayman is going to keep it. He's turning the corner, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, if that. Chad Fairchild, among others, on the quarterback rush. Yes, we thank you all for joining us on Georgia Media Network Services. Hopefully you were entertained by our broadcast last week, which was probably the most compelling ball game Dennis and I have done since I've been on this platform. We will get to that a little later on. But hopefully we can have a classic here on senior night for Lovejoy. 2nd down and 9, man in motion. Wayman is going to be rushed by Etheridge. He's scrambling back to the 25, and he will get to the 40. After all of that, he gained a yard, if that. Justin Etheridge, perhaps he has figured something out. He has been on Wayman's tail to start off the game.
Just want to remind everybody that make sure you call and tell a friend that we are live. Some misunderstanding on the broadcast, so tell everybody all they got to do is go on YouTube and search for either Georgia Media Network or Lovejoy versus Jonesboro, and then take you right to this live broadcast.
And since we're talking about broadcast and Georgia Media Network Services, we want to say thank you all for watching. With the exception of about 2 off the top of my head, we've had over 1,000 views. We thank you all for that. On 3rd down and 9, Wayman is going to do the keeper, gets to the 40, 45, one man to beat. Lunging for the 1st down marker. Looked like he got just enough reach for it. That should be enough for a 1st down. It looks like it is because the chain gain is moving down 10 yards.
That was a great stretch for the Cardinals. I mean, right there at the line of scrimmage, I mean, he needed it. He knew where the marker was, and he got it.
As we approach 6 minutes of a scoreless game. Wayman has his running back behind him. 3 wide receivers to the near right, 1 to the far left. There's the snap. There are whistles. False start on the Cardinals. So the Cardinals are going to back it up. In the rankings for the Cardinals, they are ranked 278th in the state. They are ranked 47th in Division 6A. They have, coming into tonight's game, they have scored 201 points, but they have allowed 208. And we have whistles. And already the referees have had enough of the bands playing their instruments.
Hey, Anthony, I just want to point one thing out to the crowd. You were saying we have 1,000 views over the season. This season long, we're approaching 10,000 views throughout the state, and we want to thank everybody for their participation and just keep watching.
And we have whistles as the snap happened. And now the head referee is going towards the Cardinal sideline for something. As John Tavius Wayman, he goes to the sideline for something.
Okay, encroachment on the defense on that one.
So the ball is at the 49-yard line on the far left hash. Pistol formation. There's the snap. It's going to be a play fake throw. Intercepted by Justin Etheridge. He gets to the 40. He's still running. Has blockers with him to the 30. One man to beat. Try to cut inside. And does. Well, holla at him. An INT from 49 yards out. Justin Etheridge with the pick six. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is on its way. The kick will be good. 4:53 to play in the opening quarter. It's an INT by Justin Etheridge. He is one of the 20 seniors that will be recognized for senior night right here at 12 Oak Stadium at the half. Yes, there will be 20 football players playing their final home game in the regular season. As we get set and ready to go, and there's the kick in the air, a booming kick back to about the 8, gets to the 15, running far side. That's Buckets head, turning the corner, 25, 20, 30, 35, 40. One man to beat him down the field, to the 30, the 20. We will holler at him. Touchdown, Jonesboro Cardinals. And that's how you clap back after giving up a pick six.
Wow. That is an awesome play by the Jonesboro Cardinals. All the mistakes was made the first half of the ball game. For him to come back, the Cardinals came back and ran. I don't know the amount of yards. I'm sure Anthony will come up. How many yards was that?
That was about 90 yards. That's what I'm going to put down. We're going to put down about 90 yards on that one.
This game is shaping up to be a good ball game.
They're going to go for the 2-point conversion, and they failed on that 2-point conversion. Zach Story, among others. Caden Dyer, they shut that down. 4:37 to play. We got ourselves a 7-6 game. We will step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services.
As they line up.
A squib kick inside the 30. Receive, gets to the 35, 40, crossing the 45, running down people, crossing the 50. You get the sense that Jonesboro, they're just going to go all gas, no brakes. This is their final game of the season, and they get to play spoiler, and they get to end a very long losing streak to this particular football program that we will get into later on in the game. But, yes, the party's getting started hot and spicy, baby. First down and 10 from the 49. Lightfoot will hand it off to Kitchen. Gets to the 45. Down at about the 47 after a gain of about 4 or 5 yards.
Just want to point out, and even though this is Lovejoy's senior night, there are seniors on Jonesboro School as well. We just don't know who they are this night. Their senior night, I think, was at their home stadium at Terrell Stadium. So congratulations to both sides of seniors. We are supporting all of the Clayton County schools.
4 minutes to play. From the shotgun, Lightfoot looking downfield, throwing downfield. That will be intercepted downfield at the 10-yard line.
Great job on the secondary of the Cardinals to pick that off. He laid it up in the air and just for anybody to get.
Christian Smith with the INT.
Want to remind you guys to make sure you go out there and like us, chat, and what's the other thing they do on Facebook? They
you like, you comment, you share, you subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. There you go. Subscribe to this website because anytime we having a live event, if you subscribe, it'll automatically send you a reminder. Tie Tom tonight.
First down and 10. Cardinals are deep in their territory at the 12-yard line. Pistol formation. There's the snap. There's a handoff. There's a good power run by Lucius Murray. Hey, guys like Fairchild, among others, in on that tackle there. 3.5 to play. 6-7 our score. Wildcats leading Cardinals. Going no huddle after a gain of 2. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Wayman turning the corner far side, trying to turn in corner. Zach Story got his paws on him just as he was turning the corner. Jonesboro, they are tied for 4th best at 3-6 with Alcovey. Overall in 6A Region 3 and tied for 4th best with Alcovey in region play at 4-2 overall. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 8 from the 14. From the shotgun, Wayman rolling out near side, throwing deep down the field. That will be through the hands of intended receiver Devon Rainey. Incomplete there. Punting unit for the Cardinals are coming up. There's the snap. There's the punt. Somebody got a hand on it. Ball bounced at about the 30-yard line. Somebody blocked that punt up front. That's a very bad punt for the Wildcats, but that put the Cardinals in fabulous field position.
No, it put the Wildcats in fabulous position. Like you said, somebody got a hand on it, so it's good for the Wildcats because the Cardinals short punt.
Trevon Kitchen on first down, crossing the 30, get to the 20. The ball comes out. Looked like Lovejoy fell on, Jonesboro fell on it, but they ruled the play dead. That's the first down, a gain of about 12. Coming up on 2:40 to play. Ball is at the 19-yard line, which means the Wildcats are inside the red zone. It's going to be a carry by Kitchen, waiting for his blockers. runs full steam ahead inside the 15, down at about the 12-yard line of about a gain of 7. Games in region or 6A region 3, not that many of them. It's going to be a handoff to Story. Story getting to about the 5-yard line. So now it's going to be first and goal. Kitchen needed a breather. Now he's back on the field as Kitchen, along with his brother, Javon, one of many seniors that are graduating this year. And now we have whistles. And looks like we are set and ready to play some ball. First and goal. It's going to be handed off to Kitchen. Kitchen fighting for the goal line, and he is down at the 1 after a gain of 4. Lovejoy coming into tonight's game. They are 6-3 overall, 5-1 in region play. And they are trying to get another win in the region right here tonight. Second down, handoff. It is going to be a quarterback keeper for Lightfoot. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Malachi Lightfoot with the quarterback keeper. A 1-yard touchdown run. The kicker coming on. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is on its way. The kick is good by Daniel Ross. Speaking of Daniel Ross, he has been one of the more accurate kickers in the region. 14-6 is now our score. 55 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Georgia Media Network Services Incorporation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It's dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for careers in the media industry. For more information on the Georgia Media Network Services, please contact us by our website at gamedianetworks.com, or you can send us an email, georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com. Can the Lovejoy Wildcats go for the trifecta of scoring a touchdown on offense? They did on defense. Can they get it in on special teams? Catch made from the 15-yard line. We got a flag down, running to the 30, crossing the 30, and down there. Likely a hold on Jonesboro. Let's see what the penalty is for. Shot block against Jonesboro.
Just want to remind you guys again, we love the likes, and make sure you reach down at the bottom of the screen and click the like button if you like what we're doing and like this free broadcast that we're bringing to you on this Friday afternoon. I mean, some of you guys are sitting back in your home or your work or your job and watching this broadcast, so it means a lot to us when you click on that like button and let us know you like what you're watching, okay? Also, you can comment. Give us comments. Some of you guys got seniors out there playing on the field, cheerleaders, band, or at this game tonight, or seniors at the high school. Go ahead and shout them out on that on the chat. Shout out your seniors, and we'll shout them out. We'll bring you guys up on the screen that everybody can see your senior. Okay. Thank you again for watching Georgia Media Network.
.47 seconds to play. Ball is at the 16-yard line. And there we go. Wayman out of pistol formation. There's the snap. Wayman looking, cut it back inside. He's going to keep it. Gets to the 15, 20, juking, cut it back inside, juking outside to the 30. That is enough for a first down on the quarterback keeper, eluding all kinds of Wildcats. As the clock stops at 32 seconds at the 30-yard line.
In the first quarter.
Games in 6A Region 3 from last week. Morrow all over Rockdale County, 47-14. And we're going to get to this other game in a minute. First down and 10. It's going to be a handoff to the running back who gets to the 35-yard line, rolled down at the 36. Another handoff by Murray. 15 seconds. Clock running. That might be the final snap of the first quarter. And that will indeed be the final snap of the first quarter from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. On senior night, the Lovejoy Wildcats 16, the Jonesboro Cardinals 6. We will step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Linnell Cook, and I am the band director of the incomparable Majestic Marching Cardinals of Jonesboro High School. And you are tuned in to Georgia Media Network Live.
Thanks. So, it's Coach Williams from Money Mill High School. We watch the Georgia Media Network Live.
2, 3. My name is Antoine Scott, and I represent Money Mill High School, and you watch the Georgia Media Network Live.
My name is Alicia Griffin. I'm a parent at Monday Mill High School. You're watching Georgia Media Network Live.
He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Manson Hart from 12 Oak Stadium. However, and wherever you are watching us, we thank you for doing so. On second down and 4, throwing the flat, catch made, getting to the 40 and getting the first down. That was Devon Rainey, who got hit hard from the back. Nonetheless, that is a Jonesboro Cardinal first down. As that will move the sticks, as the Cardinals, they are down by 8. So first down and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wayman throwing the flat to Rainey again, gets to the 40. Starter stepping, gets to the 45, eluding defenders, lost the ball, recovers the ball, and that is a gain of about 4.
I'll tell you, watching these young players in the field, the thing that bothers me, sometimes they want to shake and bake, and sometimes you just need to run and get the yard, especially when you're trying to pick up a first down.
Well, a lot of things can go into that, determining that. First of all, how much agility do you have? Second of all, how big are you? See, like, if you're Michael Vick, you know, you're not that big in terms of football size, so you can juke accordingly. But if you're someone like, you know, a Peyton Manning who don't have agility like that, and he has to run, yeah, you want to run full steam ahead. Second down and 3 from the 47. Pistol formation, handoff. It's going to be Murray again. Murray down at the 49-yard line.
That's a nice hard run by Murray up the middle.
And we have, looks like another Cardinal down.
I think
And maybe another Wildcat down as well. Two Wildcats.
I think it's a fumble. I see the official pointing in a different direction. Oh, I guess they call it down. We got quite a few of you guys watching the stream tonight. Want to make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I don't see any really likes on here, so that tells us if you like the broadcast, if you see something you don't like. And we're also looking at the comments as well. So if you got a comment, we'll be glad to throw you up on the screen, especially if you got seniors tonight. This is senior night here at 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia.
Third down and 5 from the 49-yard line. The Cardinals are now moving from right to left on your screen from the shotgun. Here comes the rush. Wayman throwing, flag down, catch made. About a yard or two shy of the first down. The catch was made by McNair. Nivik McNair. Let's see what the penalty is for holding on Jonesboro. Look like they're going to back that up.
Yeah, back that thing up. That was a famous artist used to say.
No. We do not want to encourage anyone to back that thing up.
Well,
There goes the G rating for this program.
We're talking about the yardage.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You talk about a song that most of these kids probably never even heard of before.
Let me go to the comments and see what kind of comments we got so far.
It's going to be a hold of 15 yards. So now the ball will go to the 36-yard line. 9:40 to play, second quarter.
I want to see that. So he finally got new.
Third down and 18. Ball has to get to the 46 on the other side of the field for a first down. Wayman stepping up. He's being chased from behind. He gets to the 40, and he is hit hard at the 41-yard line.
Back close to original line of scrimmage, looked like.
Chad Fairchild, among others, on that side of the field. You're a lot of oohing and eyeing. That means that hit was kind of heavy. So now it looked like the punting unit for both teams will come on the field. No personal foul on the Wildcats. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, punting unit won't be on right now.
I will hope not. That should be enough for a first down. And that is. And the chain gang, they will move down the field accordingly.
Even though on a personal foul, it would have been an automatic first down regardless if they needed the yardage or not. Great job by the Cardinals. Moving the ball down the field.
And also one other game to report last week in region play that we will get to after this snap. 9 minutes to play. Cardinals are on the Wildcat side of the field. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. There's snap. It's going to be a jet sweep that went south. Now going north. Blockers ahead to the 40. Running. And he gets close to the first down. Tackled by Otis Burley.
Nice run. Nice reverse. Going in a different direction and almost picking up a first down that play. That's a good job by the Cardinals.
Good run by McCoy. That play looked like it was going to go south very fast, and something out of nothing happened.
Well, that's what happened when you keep the feet moving in the positive direction.
So there goes that agility that you was talking about, that jukiness. The juke, if you juke accurately, it can help you get big plays.
My thing's always been don't wait for the hole to open, hit the hole, and sometimes when that hole does open, it's for a short period of time. So you got to hit it when it's there.
On 2nd down and 2, that goes nowhere. Chad Fairchild sprawls up and takes down Murray. Kudos to the Wildcats defensive line. They have been very aggressive with the rushing.
I want you guys to do something for me tonight. If you're from Jonesboro, let me after this play.
On 3rd down and 4, got a new quarterback in, at least for this play, Norrington. And there goes the snap. Here comes the rush. Down goes Norrington by Aiden Benton. Benton, who is 2nd in the region in the sacks department, total of 7, averaging 1 per game with 83 yards lost. He just got himself his 8th sack of the game.
We got a flag here, looks like. Legal shift.
Illegal shift on the Cardinals.
So it's going to be 4th down.
And out comes the punting unit.
I got a question for the at-home fans. It's going to come up right after this punt. I'm going to ask you, make sure everybody's listening. Very important.
There's the snap. There goes the kick. That's a very poorly kicked punt. It takes a Jonesboro bounce inside the 30 at the 27. The punter is Devon Rainey. So Devon Rainey, he's doing all kinds of things. That was a bad punt. It wasn't blocked. That was just simply a bad punt.
Okay, guys, here's my question. I want all the parents, everybody's watching from Jonesboro. We don't have a roster. We don't know who the seniors are. So if you know of a senior on the football field, cheerleader, band, whatever, at Jonesboro High School, I need you to go to the comment section and give us their name. And what we're going to do, we're going to give us the name and the number, football player, cheerleader, band member. And what we're going to do, we're going to put it up on the screen so everybody can see that, okay? So if you're from Jonesboro High School or Lovejoy, either school, what we're trying to do is we're trying to recognize the seniors tonight.
And there goes a senior running, gaining about 20 yards for a 1st down, Trayvon Kitchen. He's been doing that all season. None of that juking and jiving as Dennis frowns upon. He just grabs the ball, lowers his shoulder, and runs full steam ahead.
A senior from Lovejoy or Jonesboro. Hit the comment section. Let us know who the senior is.
1st down and 10 after the no huddle. It's going to be a handoff to Story. Story gets to the 50-yard line, and that is about that. Edgar Carson stated that the team had a good week of practice, and even though there really isn't much of a playoff scenario pertaining to this particular game against Jonesboro, he still wants his team to do not make mistakes, and also he doesn't want any drama to occur. As Kitchen running, gaining about 3 to 4 yards on the run.
I'm looking at my comment section. I still don't see anybody putting a comment in on the senior. Again, let me repeat what I said before. If you're a parent or if you're a friend, if you know any of the seniors on the football field, band members or cheerleaders at either school, I need you to comment it who the senior is and their number, football number, or cheerleader or band member, and I'm going to put it out on the screen so people can see. So we're trying to highlight our seniors tonight.
3rd down and 4. It's going to be handoff to Kitchen. Gets to the 45, 40, inside the 40, trying to get to the 35. Well, beyond the 1st down marker. That's a gain of about 10 to 15. Trevon Kitchen, he is first in yards rushing in 6A Region 3 with 1,019 yards, averaging 120 yards per game, 7 rushing touchdowns. And there goes a snap that wasn't ready for by Lightfoot. He throws the ball away. He got hit. The Cardinals sideline is protesting a intentional grounding. And we do have laundry on the field by the 45-yard line on the logo. There was a disconnect of sorts between the center and the quarterback. Yes, Malachi Lightfoot, even Trevon Kitchen, neither of them was ready for that snap.
Anthony, I want to shout out Jay King, senior at Lovejoy High School. I know we got some Jonesboro seniors out there, and I know we have some fans from Jonesboro High School watching the ball game, as well as more fans and family members probably from Lovejoy that have seniors on the field or in the stands, bleachers, band, whatever. Let's shout them out for me, folks.
Second down and 35, empty backfield, throw catch by Kitchen on the screen. He gets to the 50, it gets to the 40, to the 30, it gets to the 20. He's being chased from behind, stiff arming, keeping his way in bounds. He is ruled out of bounds. Looked like ruled down, out of bounds at about the 2. No, make that the 4. That's a gain of about 60-some yards. Trevon Kitchen trying to stiff arm McCoy away from him, trying to keep his balance, but he is ruled out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
I want to use one of your terms. That kid can shake, rattle, and roll.
Shake, rattle, and roll. Got to put that on the T-shirt. Personal foul against Lovejoy. So what really ought to be first and goal, it's going to be first down and 10 at about the 30. Oh, no, it's not.
That's a 15-yarder.
Taking that back all the way to the 47-yard line.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a personal foul.
It was a personal foul, and that has to be a buzzkill because that was a well-executed screen play by the Wildcats offense.
Jonesboro shouting out another senior tonight, number 4 from Jonesboro, a senior on the field tonight. We're representing senior night, guys. Let me see your seniors.
First down and 10, first down and 22, rather. Lightfoot looking, throwing far side. Catch made by Kamari Eckerford. Positive yardage as we approach 4 minutes to play of a 14-6 score in favor of Lovejoy. Looking at the Wildcats.
Another senior, number 8 from Jonesboro.
So look, it's going to be third down and 22. Lightfoot, empty backfield, throwing a strike down the field. That is intercepted at the 25. It gets to the 40. It gets to the 50. Blockers running with him and taken down out of bounds. That's a gain of about 30-some yards on the INT by Jamar Owen. He got tackled from behind by Darlin Gilbert.
That ball was really underthrown, and that's giving the Cardinals an opportunity to pick that off and bring it back. Still got time to put that thing in the end zone. Guys, we're still looking for your seniors out there. Lovejoy and Jonesboro. Again, last time we're going to announce this before halftime is coming up. If you got seniors on the field or in the stands with the band, cheerleaders, we want to recognize seniors because tonight is senior night here at 12 Oak Stadium. Just go ahead and put them on the chat the player's name, football number, cheerleader, football player, whatever, and we're going to put them up for you guys.
Jamar Owen with an INT, and he is actually tied with his teammate Montarius Zachary with 4. Those two are tied for second most INTs in the region. So that's one of the bright spots for Jonesboro this season. Delay a game against the Cardinals.
Wow. Here come the mistakes, man. You know, that's what you said. Coach said before the ball game. We got to eliminate the mistakes, and that is true. I mean, when you're moving the ball down the field and you have less than 3 minutes in the first half, you can't make those kind of mistakes.
1st and 15 from the 40. Man in motion, empty backfield, and there goes another flag. False start against the Cardinals. Again, and speaking with Tim Floyd as to what was the cause for the lack of success in the wins and loss for this season, he said mistakes. Also have new guys, got a freshman quarterback. This freshman quarterback has been very solid from what we've seen thus far. Now 1st and 20, throwing the long bomb, far side down the field. That is caught, but that will be incomplete. Looking for Devon Rainey.
A nice arm, a nice strong pass, but just a little bit out of bounds.
Slinging it to the far right side of the field.
One thing we know about this new quarterback, he has an arm on him.
Yes, he does. Rainey, he's the punter, apparently. He's also listed as a wide receiver, and this guy also makes tackles. He is 5th with tackles out of Jonesboro, 56 total tackles, getting 6 per game. 46 of the 56 tackles are solo.
Wow.
So you talk about someone who has been very productive on all 3 phases of the game for Jonesboro. It's Devon Rainey. 3:38 to play in the half. 2nd down and 20. Ball at midfield. Wayman throwing in flat. He gets his running back Murray. He's tripped up, running far side right outside the numbers. He got tripped up by Sloan Jacobs. And Jacobs is one of those many seniors that will be recognized at the half, which you get to catch live. We'll also recap the first half and tell you what's happening around 6A Region 3. All that is coming up at the half.
Another senior, guys. Another senior, number 60. You didn't indicate what school it is. Just let us know what school it is. Lovejoy, Jonesboro. Number 60, another senior here at senior night.
After about a gain of 5, it is 3rd down and 17 from the 42. Pistol formation. Wayman stepping up. He's going to keep it. He gets to the 40, running near side left. 35, lower shoulder. He got popped by that dude, Sloan Jacobs.
Really nice run, but also a really nice tackle by the Wildcats.
Well short of the 1st down. Now the question is, are they going to try and go for it? Ball is at the 33-yard line.
It's 2-4 for a field goal. I mean, I think you have no other choice right now. You only got, it's almost halftime, so you got to go for it. I think, we're going to have a long line here at the halftime for senior night. We got a lot of seniors get ready to line up. Just want to remind everybody, guys, both schools, Lovejoy and Jonesboro, if you got seniors out here tonight, whether they're football players, cheerleaders, band members, or whatever, we want you guys to shout them out online, and we're going to make sure we put them up on the screen. Just let us know if it's a football player, let us know what school, the football player's number, and his name, and we're going to put it on the line for everybody because everybody can see. Also, if it's a band member, just say it's a band member from Jonesboro, a band member from Lovejoy. We're honoring senior night. Timeout.
So we got ourselves a timeout on the field. 1:38 to play in the half. 14-6 is our score. We will take a timeout as well on the Georgia Media Network Services.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
We're back.
He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. However, and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. If there is a downfall to this senior night thing, we're not going to get a battle of the bands. I'm looking forward to seeing what these Wildcat Marching Band could do against Jonesboro Marching Band. But we're just going to have to wait another year, another matchup for that matchup. 4th down and 6. Cardinals are going to go for it. Dump off in the flat, caught by Murray. It gets to the 30, cuts back inside, getting a 40, lunging for the first down, crossing the 35-yard line, and they will get it. I see no laundry on the field. So it looks like it's going to be a first down, and it is. The chain gang is moving forward.
There you go. I was just getting ready to say they got to pick it up a little bit, and it look like they have.
Going no huddle, pistol formation. We have whistles. Timeout, Lovejoy.
I think that was a great decision by Jonesboro to get that ball and throw it on the outside because, like I said, they didn't have a lot of time left on the clock. They needed that first down, and they need that touchdown at the end of this first half.
Unable to make the big game, have family and friends out of state, or just got to work late? Well, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live from wherever you are by searching on YouTube or Facebook to see your favorite sporting event live. Remember, search Georgia Media Network Services. It's free. Last week, right here on the Georgia Media Network Services, we had a football game for the ages. Woodward Academy, they barely got by Monday's Mill, 11-10. And that was a winnable game for Monday's Mill. They snatched up Jalen Woods, Woodward Academy, War Eagles quarterback multiple times. If we have a Mount Rushmore of games called in the last 3 seasons of doing this, with Dennis, that game is probably the biggest head on the Mount Rushmore. First down and 10 from the 24-yard line, pistol formation. There goes the snap. Here comes the rush. Double off the Murray. Caught at the 25, 20, 15. Cuts inside the 5. He lunges for the goal line, and he is down at the 1-yard line after a gain of 24. So the Wildcats, they are rushing. Wayman is dumping it off to his running back, Murray. Murray, who is a small fella, is moving the sticks. Under a minute to play, 14-6 our score. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper lowering his shoulder is Norrington. And the play is ruled dead. Norrington is down. He just got back to the line of scrimmage.
You guys got to get up real quick and get back in the ball game because the clock is still running. Nobody's called timeout. Clock is counting down, 33.
And now we have our timeout called by the Cardinals. Cardinals, they call a timeout. And we will keep it right here during that timeout. Again, coming up at the half, it's going to be senior night. We have a lot of football players that's going to be recognized at senior night. Some of them have made big plays in this first half. 20 football players is going to be recognized. And we've even seen Edgar Carson, even though he has on his baseball cap, he done pulled out the blazer. So he pulled out the blazer. So it's got to be looking sharp at the half.
I'm going to zoom in across the field. Just looking at some of the seniors just lining up. We got quite a halftime show with seniors here tonight.
Oh, they're rolling deep.
They're rolling really deep. It's going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to cover the whole 20 minutes, if not longer. Again, you guys giving you an opportunity at home. If you know a senior, you don't have to be a parent or brother, sister, or cousin. If you know a senior, just shout them out online. We want to give everybody credit. Even that seniors out there on the Jonesboro team that's not going to get that opportunity to be honored tonight, but we still want to be able to shout them out here at Georgia Media Network.
2nd and goal. Norrington It's the signal call. He gets the snap. He throws. Far left, far right side. Catch made. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown. Jonesboro Cardinals.
That's the flag.
If it's not against Jonesboro,
It looked like after the play. We'll see what the officials calling it.
1 yard touchdown pass from Norrington to Rainey. And the head official is walking over to Tim Floyd, the Cardinals head coach.
And eligible man downfield.
On the Wildcats, penalty is declined. Yep, it's a touchdown. And the Cardinals, they're going to go for it here.
Well, they missed the extra point last time, so they need to get this to.
Well, they went for a 2-point conversion then.
Yeah.
Cardinals go for a 2-point conversion now, and neither 2-point conversions have been successful. 14-12 is our score. We will step aside with 23 seconds remaining in the half of 12 Oak Stadium on the Georgia Media Network Services.
My name is Amari Higgins. I attend Montesmore High School, and you're watching Georgia Media Network Services.
It is a 2-point game. 14-12 our score. 23 seconds to play.
I'm expecting a swivel kick right here, Anthony. They don't want to kick it deep for Lovejoy to run it back. And Lovejoy can run it back. What is this?
Well, right now everybody ran, but the ball.
It's not on the tee, it's on the ground. So, yeah.
There goes that squib kick you called. And the Wildcats, they will just fall on it. Wise decision.
Clock didn't move. Man, look at the crowd across the other sideline. And we still got people coming into the ball game.
Yes, we do. And we still have a lot of people at the concession stands. Only one concession stand. That's the concession stands where you enter in through the gates there. .23 seconds remaining. Ball is at the 38-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Trayvon Kitchen. Kitchen getting to the 40, 45. Blockers ahead. Gets to the 45 on the other side. To the 40. He's getting chased and tracked down inside the 30. He got tackled by Jamar Owen. And a timeout called by the Cardinals.
No, by the Wildcats.
By the Wildcats, excuse me.
I think the Wildcats might try to kick a field goal. They only got 11 seconds on the clock. I was watching during the warm-up. They were doing a pretty good job kicking those field goals. We'll just see what Coach Carson's going to do.
Yes, they were. You had the kicker, Daniel Ross. He was out here kicking field goals before Dennis and I even got to the press box. That was a 30-yard run by Trayvon Kitchen. As what I referred to Edgar Carson, Trayvon Kitchen has been a man amongst boys in the running game in 6A Region 3. And Carson has given a lot of that credit to the offensive line. And we have seen why today. 11 seconds left in the half. And there will not be a field goal attempted as Lightfoot and Trayvon is in the backfield. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Lightfoot looking end zone. He will throw end zone. Antonio Floyd cannot make the catch. Clock stops at 2 seconds. Devon Rainey, he was sizing himself up for a catch in the end zone as well, but for the other team for an INT. The clock stops with 2 seconds left.
Well, it looks like they're going to do a field goal attempt on this one. Only 2 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see what this guy has.
Here's Daniel Ross. Ball is on the near right hash. There's the snap. The hold. The kick is up. The kick is on its way. The kick will be. Wait for it. Good. He got it.
Great call by Coach Carson to get those 2 points.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was a 51-yard field goal by Daniel Ross to send the Wildcats to the locker room with a 5-point lead, 17-12 at the half. We will step aside and get ready for the senior night halftime festivities on the Georgia Media Network Services.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
Well, hey, Ant, we got we're back from halftime. Looking at about, like you said, football players alone is 20 or more players. Then we got the cheerleaders and then the band members as well. It's a great night, guys, and great weather right here at 12 Oak Stadium in Jonesboro. Slight breeze, but it's football weather, folks. It's not too cold. And I'm looking at my buddy Anthony over here. He don't have a jacket on yet, and we know Anthony don't like cold weather. He's not talking. He's doing stats right now for me. But guys, I'm still giving you opportunity if you are a fan member, a fan, family member, a cousin, aunt, whatever, and you want to recognize one of the seniors from one of the schools, Lovejoy, Jonesboro. Please chat that out to us in the comment section, and we'll put them on the screen for you. Football player, just let us know it's a football player. Give us the number and what school. It's very important. Let us know what school it is. Okay. We're watching. Also, don't forget to chat. Don't forget to like us. Don't see many likes on the screen with that, so I don't know if you guys like what you're seeing or not. So on the screen, just make sure you hit that button that you like what you're seeing tonight. It's a free broadcast from Georgia Media Network. We're glad to be here, and we're glad you are with us here tonight. It is free live broadcast here in 12 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. And you about ready? So he pointed to me saying, just keep talking. Okay. Let me see here. I got Mr. Harvey, number 12. Let me see. Lovejoy, number 38, another senior recognized by one of the parents out there or a friend. Keep them coming, folks. We're right here with you. Positive comment. Senior night right here at 12 East School in the county. Last Friday, we recognized Monday's Mill High School. And I think it's a great thing when, I said last week, the senior night is for the seniors, for the parents of the seniors. You get a chance to come across the field, all the hard work that the parents have done and to support the seniors on this senior night. As you see you can actually hear the announcer in the background call now. We don't have a list of all the seniors, but we're gonna leave it up to you guys to chat that out or give us comments on that, and we'll put it up on the screen for you, okay? I'm not going to talk much. I know Ed's going to talk in a minute, but I hope you guys can actually hear the announcer. Maybe you can hear the name of the senior coming out. As we continue to watch this broadcast here on Friday night at 12 Oak Stadium, it is senior night, Lovejoy High School senior night, but it's also senior night for the Jonesboro Cardinals. This is the last game of the season for those guys, and of course they had a senior night at Terra Stadium, but we want to make sure that we recognize all the seniors. We represent Clayton County Schools, and we want to make sure that we represent all the seniors. So if your opportunity to recognize the seniors from Lovejoy and Jonesboro, whether they're a football player, band member, or cheerleader, go to the comment section or the chat section on the screen and write their name down and tell us if it's a football player, give us the number. If it's a cheerleader, it's a cheerleader, a band member, vice versa, and let us know what school they're from. And we're gonna put it on the screen because I mean we want to do our part as well and let people know who all the seniors are. Got another one here, number 12 and number 17 from Joy. We know Joy is Lovejoy. Congratulations. Oh yeah, here comes a big one right here, man. This guy has a lot of support, man. That's what you're talking about right there. Everybody have on the same colors and everything, eh? Make sure you guys like us, guys. We're watching the broadcast live. We're watching with you guys and just sitting here and enjoying this. It's just like watching a parade almost, watching these seniors come across the field. Want to make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. Check on it and share and let people know that, hey, the game is live right here on Georgia Media Network. It's just free broadcast brought to you by Georgia Media Network. Let me get that script, man. Let me let people know who we are. You gonna read it? Okay. Awesome. Look at the support, guy. Look at the support. Don't you just love it?
That's a lot of people.
Yes, sir. We love it.
That's probably the most people I've seen for a senior night thing ever.
The love. I mean, you can imagine the seniors, how they feeling now with all their friends and family members gathered around them as they cross the field for the last game. I mean, well, Lovejoy got a playoff game, but for the last regular season ball game, these guys probably won't cross the field again like this until they either coach or they coming out to on a special occasion. But it's an awesome feeling.
And look at the house party back at midfield, more of the same.
I tell you, man. And look at the little ones. Just one day they'll be on the same field doing the same thing on the senior night as a cheerleader. I was looking at the little ones on the left hand side, just holding up the picture of the player here.
Oh, there's a lot of babies. I see
a lot of
1,
babies, man.
2, 3, 4. None of them can drive a vehicle by themselves.
Right. Keep them coming, folks. Keep them coming. Keep the comments coming. We're still watching and we're still throwing them out. Even if you chatted before, you can chat again. Just give us your player or your friend or your school classmate or whatever. If they're a senior, shout them out. I mean, I guess I'm repeating myself over and over again. Now, some of you guys probably saying stop doing it, but I think they deserve it. These guys, these students. I want to say guys, but it's students and females, students here at Lovejoy High School and Jonesboro. They deserve everything they can get, and we want to make sure that we're putting them up on the screen, putting you guys on the screen. That you're not on the field tonight, so just shout it out. I want to also recognize some of the high school students that we've had this year on Georgia Media Network. We've had Kelby. Kelby is she's not a senior this year. I think she'll be a senior next year. She's works with the sports program at Lovejoy High School. Great inside report, Aunt calls her, and she has a lot of information, not only football but in basketball season as well. And we want to make sure that guys we recognize Shelby. We're gonna have something. We're gonna have something for her later on, probably during the basketball season. But she comes up every ball game she sometimes she's not even. We'll just say, Kelby, can you come up and talk about the team? And she'll come right up and be more than happy to talk about the team. And the coaches love her, and we love her right here at Georgia Media Network as well. There goes that coat.
So recapping the first half as we are under 10 minutes of the halftime. first quarter we go. It was a pick six by Justin Etheridge, one of the seniors you saw recognized moments ago, for a 49-yard interception return, making it 7-0 at the 4:53 mark. After the PAT, the very next play, it was a 90-yard kick return by Mario Presley, making it a 7-6 score. The 2-point conversion failed. Then after that, it was Smith with an INT for Jonesboro at the 3:47 mark. Then it was Malachi Lightfoot for Lovejoy, the starting QB, with a quarterback keeper, making it a touchdown run from 1 yard out, making it 14-6 with 55 seconds left in the quarter. Lovejoy leading it. Then we go to the second quarter. It was an interception by Owen of the Cardinals at the 3:46 mark. That was a 30-yard interception return. Then that's what set up a 1-yard touchdown pass from Norrington to Rainey for the Cardinals, failing on the 2-point conversion again, making it a 14-12 score. Then, as time expired for Lovejoy, it was their kicker, Daniel Ross, with a 51-yard field goal connection, making it 17-12 at the half. That is our score, 17-12. Lovejoy, they are leading Lovejoy, they are leading Jonesboro at the half. Now, Dennis has stated we don't have a list of seniors represented for Jonesboro. Little did he know, we actually have a list for at least the football players that are being recognized here. Like Jordan Johnson, he was recognized, as were the Kitchen Boys, Javon and Trayvon, Caden Dyer, Malachi Lightfoot, the starting quarterback, Otis Burley. And if I understand correctly, it is Otis Burley, the one who got a full right to play football at Morehouse. Look, Morehouse, they need all the help that they can get. Their football season comes to an end tomorrow afternoon against their biggest rival, the Clark Atlanta Panthers. And hopefully, just hopefully, the Maroon Tigers can get their first win of the season.
Why would you say that? I mean, what we won't. I mean, don't forget where I work at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I put it.
You're kind of biased there, I guess. Clark Atlanta. Both of these are HBCUs here in Atlanta. So
yes, and kudos to Clark Atlanta. They are under a new athletic director, which just so happened to be also the new head coach, and they've got 3 wins, including their first win of the season was their season opener at Edward Waters. So things are turning around for the up and up, seemingly, for Clark Atlanta, at least for the football team. For the Maroon Tigers, not so much. Let's see what they can do next year. Sloan Jacobs is a senior for for Jonesboro. Wrong team all the way around. Wrong school. Lovejoy. My apologies. Aiden Benton, Antoine Reeves, Justin Etheridge, who caught a pick 6 in the first quarter. Darlin Gilbert, who was the MVP against Forest Park, according to our insider, Kelby. Then we had Tyreek Godwin, as all of the seniors have been recognized at this point. Kudos and congratulations to them. Got Marcus Bailey. Got DeMarcus Morris. Got Jaw King. Got Willie McKinney. Got the big fellas, Elijah Sharif, as well as Trey Jetton. Now there are 2 other seniors that that's not on the roster before me. One is 50, one is 90, and the other one is 47. So we just want to congratulate all of the seniors in its entirety on the football team, the marching band. It's just one of those very special nights where it is the seniors that's getting recognized, but it's also the family members and friends getting recognized and acknowledged as well. As teams are getting prepared to come out of the locker rooms, as we're coming down the home stretch of the seniors being recognized.
Just want to remind you guys again, I know I'm sounding like a broken record here all night, asking you guys at home who have students here at either Lovejoy or Jonesboro High School to just go out on the chat line or comment section and make sure you shout them out and what school they attend, if they're a football player name, band member or whatever. If they're here every night and they're actually on the field, in the stands playing with the band, or on the sideline with the cheerleaders, shout them out, and we're gonna put them online so you guys can see, and we can actually do our part, letting everybody know that these guys are awesome seniors.
Yeah, also seniors representing the Majestic Dancing Dolls, Imara, hopefully I said that right, and Nia. So the Jonesboro faithful, they are watching the Georgia Media Network services, and we thank the Jonesboro community as well as the Lovejoy community for watching week in and week out.
The band is representing. I mean, you got one of the band members out there putting on a show for the band, so they're getting a loud cheer in the background here.
Oh, that's the second one. You had another one moments ago. It was almost like he was crumping.
Yeah.
So while the players from both teams are on the field getting warmed up, we're coming down the home stretch of senior night. Just want to remind you all to, on Facebook, like us, comment, share, and follow us on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the Georgia Media Network services is live right now. Check us out on our website at georgiamedianetwork.com. Send us an email at gamedianetwork@gmail.com. Again, however and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so. We thank you for riding with us this season. This season was a little bit different compared to our previous first two seasons. And with your support and your encouragement, the Georgia Media Network services continues to grow and evolve. This is year 3 that I have been working with Dennis, and it's been an honor and a privilege to be on this ride with him. This is something that I clearly do not take lightly, and he allows me to do what I do every single week. And to this point, I haven't got canceled, so that's also a testimony of itself.
I just want to thank you, Anthony. I know we don't have much time to end the ball game, but I do want to thank you for your time and that you put in here at Georgia Media Network, serving the students as a mentor, play-by-play personnel, whatever it takes here, while we work with the students in Clayton County and beyond to help them and learn media arts. I mean, again, I want to recognize some of the students that we've had throughout this season. We had Chris, one of our cameramen we had here from Mondays Mill High School. He's been with us throughout the season. Also, Kelby has been a great help. She's been in every ball game. that Lovejoy played. She also came up to the press box and talked about, you call her inside reporter, but talked about the Wildcats. As we wind down, I think there's only a couple more there left, but I want to make sure I read this to you guys to let you guys know what Georgia Media Network is all about. Our goal is to mentor students in media. The Georgia Media Network Service Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It's dedicated to career development, academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with the media opportunity and technology support and training that will prepare them for a career in the media industry. For more information on Georgia Media Network Services, please contact us on the web at GaMediaNetwork.com or email us at GeorgiaMediaNetwork@gmail.com, or just give us a call at 850-466-6070. We love you guys out there, and we thank you guys for what you did all year long for tuning in. Right now, we're telling Anthony, we just looked at the numbers throughout the year. We're reaching, probably before this game's over, we have over 10,000 viewers this season alone that have went on Georgia Media Network and viewed the ball game and been a part of what we're trying to do here and by helping kids. So make sure you guys check out the website, and we're looking for sponsors and partners that want to be a part of what we're doing. Just check out the website, or like I said, email us or give us a call so we can give you more information, so we can have more kids, I call them kids or students, in not only Clayton County and other cities. I'm going to cut back here, and I'm going to get back to Anthony right before the kickoff. And thanks again. You might not hear my voice again throughout the broadcast, but I appreciate you guys watching. And back to you.
All right. We got ourselves a good battle on the football field. And it's very likely we're going to have ourselves a back and forth battle with these marching bands going at it in the bleachers. Jonesboro, they will kick it off to start the second half. It's going to be an onside kick. But it looked like it was recovered by Lovejoy. Or are they going to re-kick again? Nope, it is Lovejoy's football. Kudos to the Wildcats for not falling asleep at the wheel. Last week, Lovejoy, they routed Forest Park 49-13 in a win there. It's going to be Trayvon Kitchen crossing the 45, getting close to the first down, about a yard shy. So that's a gain of 9 yards there on the run, right up the middle. Second down and 1 from the 49-yard line. There's the snap. It's going to be Kitchen getting the first down and a little bit more, trying to get it to the 35, and he's stopped at the 36. The Lovejoy Wildcats, they are ranked 145th in the state. They are ranked 30th in Division 6A. They have scored 294 points coming into tonight's game. They have allowed 180. First down and 10 from the 36. It's going to be Kitchen getting the first down and a little bit more, taking people with him to the 20. That's a gain of 16 yards and another first down for Lovejoy. Wildcats are going to go no huddle. Going to go in the pistol formation as the Wildcats move from left to right on your screen. There's the snap. It's going to be Story getting to the 15. He is stopped at the 16-yard line after a gain of 4. Lovejoy is tied with Monday's Mill for the second best record in 6A Region 3 at 6-3 overall. The Wildcats has the second best record in the region play at 5-1. Second down and 4. Ball on the 16-yard line. It's going to be Story again, running up the middle. 15, 10, 5. That is a Lovejoy Wildcat touchdown. From 16 yards out, Zach Story.
I mean, that's why you do it. I mean, keeping the ball on the ground and driving it up the middle. I mean, you wear a defense down. I mean, I know it's the second half of the ball game, but that's how you wear a defense down, and that's how you take control of the ball game, by keeping your opponent off the field.
The PAT to snap the hold. The kick is good. After the 16-yard touchdown run by Zach Story, it is now a 24-12 lead in favor of Lovejoy on their senior night. We will step aside with 10:16 to play from 12 Oak Stadium on the Georgia Media Network Services. All right, so there wasn't a commercial to give. It was just dead silence. Jonesboro, they will get the ball for the first time in the second half coming up. There goes the booming kick. Ball bobbled at the 6, recovered at the 7. Gets to the 14 and will go no further than that. That was by Donovan McCoy on the kick return that did not go very far. 10 minutes, 9 seconds in the third quarter, 24-12 our score from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia on the Georgia Media Network Services. First down and 10 from the 15. There's the snap from the pistol. It's going to be a handoff to Murray. Murray gaining about 3 or 4 yards there. Nothing doing. As we got a Wildcat slow to get up. As soon as we can identify the Wildcat, we'll let you know who that is. And we will step aside. 9:58 to play on the Georgia Media Network Services.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Lovejoy, and I am the band director of the incomparable Majestic Marching Orders of Jonesboro High School. And you are tuned in to Georgia Media Network Live.
Thank you. So, it's Coach Williams from Money Mill High School. You watch the Georgia Media Network Live.
Great. My name is Antoine Scott, and I represent Money Mill High School, and you watch the Georgia Media Network Live.
My name is Alicia Griffin. I'm a parent at Monday Smith High School. You're watching Georgia Media Network Live.
That player that was slow to get up is actually a senior, Aiden Benton. He walked off the field on his own power without his helmet. Here is Wayman getting to the 30, to the 40, steps out of bounds at the 45. That's a gain of about 25 yards and a first down.
He's quick.
Yeah, John Tavius Wayman. That guy's doing it.
He's almost ran out of the screen at that one. Picked up the first down.
Yes, he did. 9:45, ball at midfield at the 44. There's a snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper again. Is Wyman. And he is ushered out of bounds by Otis Burley. The Cardinals will miss the playoffs for the first time in 4 seasons. The Cardinals went 7-4 overall and 5-2 last season, falling to Warner Robins in the first round of the playoffs, 64-20. It's going to be after a loss of 2, second down and 12 from the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the far right. Now Wyman throws in the flat, catch made to Rainey, tried to elude one defender, could not do so. Tackled in the backfield by Antoine Reeves. Two of the 3 Jonesboro wins had at least 40 points scored in it. 2 of the 3 Cardinals wins, the defense held their opponents to single digits, including a shutout. On 3rd down and long, dump in the backfield, catch made, eluding one defender, crossing the 40, crossing the 45, well short of a first down. They need to get to the 46-yard line on the other side of the field. But that was a gain of about 7. Now the punting unit for Jonesboro is on the field. There's the snap in the dirt. No, it's going to be quarterback. It's going to be a keeper to Rainey. Rainey get to the 50, the 40. There was a flag down in the process of that. If it's not against the Cardinals, that's going to be a first down on the fake punt. Holding on the Cardinals. Jiminy Cricket. For Dennis' sake, I won't say that again. So now the Cardinals is 4th down and 7, and they are going to redo the punting thing. There's the snap. There goes the punt. A solid punt. Fair catch wave at the 38-yard line by Fegan. 8 minutes, 6 seconds. 12-point game. 24-12 is our score from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. However and wherever you are joining us, we thank you for doing so.
Indeed we do.
On 1st down and 10, it's going to be Kitchen crossing the 50, taking people with him inside the 40, Getting to the 30, will not go down. His teammates is pushing the power forward down to the 27-yard line.
You know, I learned something last night. I mean, that's a great push to help get your player downfield. But I learned last night watching the NFL, it's legal in high school football and it's legal in college football, but it's illegal in the NFL to assist a player. But I think it's a great job that the support that the running back having to help move the ball down the field.
That was a gain of 35 yards. Here's Kitchen again running near side to the 20. One blocker hit him. Inside the 10, the 5. He's in the end zone pending the flag.
Tightrope.
Pending the flag. That's a Lovejoy first down. It is a holding on on Lovejoy. Edgar Carson is by the head referee at the 25-yard line. And there goes another flag, likely against Edgar Carson, the head coach himself. He was at arm's length with the head referee. He disagreed with something. That 27-yard touchdown run was nullified.
Sound like the Battle of the Bands is starting to crank up here. So we know both schools got to leave.
It's a quick throw. Antonio Floyd lost the ball, recovered the ball, incomplete pass. Lightfoot throwing to Antonio Floyd in the flat. On first down and 29. Second down and 29. High snap. Trayvon Kitchen gets to the 45, the 40, the 35. That's a big gain of about at least 10 to 12 yards for a first down.
A nice job by the running back for the Wildcats moving the ball down the field. They still got a long way to go for a first down. That was a bad penalty. Took them back about 20 yards. Still got a long way to go for that first down.
Yeah, well, the way the running game has been effective for the Wildcats, getting a first down with 17 yards for the first shouldn't be a problem, as Story, who got himself a rushing touchdown, he gains about 7, so now it's going to be third down and 10.
Fourth down.
Excuse me.
It's
a fourth down. The scoreboard says second. The marker says 4. What will the Wildcats do? And looks like the punting unit's going to come on.
I mean, it looks like it's 2-4. You at the Cardinals 30-yard line. I wouldn't punt that. I mean, it might be the field goal team coming on. Let's see what they're doing. It's a field goal. I figured that. That's just too short of a distance to try to punt it. But let's see. Like we said before, the first part of the game, this guy was putting them through at about 40 yards out and better. So this is going to be 45-yarder. 45-yard field goal attempt. Let's widen it out.
46, but very close. Yes. From 46 yards out, here comes Ross. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. The kick is on its way. The kick will be no good. Just shy of the goalpost.
That was a good try, and I I back Coach Carson on going on for that. And what do you got to lose, y'all? If you miss the kick, the Cardinals take over at the 30-yard line. So hey, that's a great try.
Very well short of the crossbar. 6 minutes, 1 second to play. Of course, Ross, he ended the first half on a 51-yard field goal.
2-touchdown lead. Cardinals still can come back. Got plenty of time on the clock.
So now it's going to be first down and 10. Cardinals have the ball on their own 20. There's the snap. It's going to be a hand up. It's going to be a flip to Murray. Gets to the 20, 25, 30. Trying to cut back inside. 35. And finally taken down by Otis Burley and John King. That is a first down for the Jonesboro Cardinals.
That's the way you run the ball. Nice play selection by the Cardinals there.
A little trickery and razzle-dazzle with that as well.
Yeah. The razzle-dazzle is fine as long as you're moving forward while you're doing it. The problem I have when players in the background, they're shaking and baking and they haven't passed the line of scrimmage.
Barry Sanders did it. That's all I'm saying. But Barry Sanders was a different human being with running the ball. First down and 10 from the 39. Wyman throws the ball down the field. That is caught by Rainey.
Nice catch.
Is that a catch? Yes, it is. That's a first down. That's about a 22-yard pass for a first down. Cardinals are going no huddle as we approach the 5-minute mark of a 24-12 Wildcat leading Jonesboro game from 12 Oak Stadium. From the 37, pistol formation is going to be a handoff to Wyman. He's going to keep it himself, and down he goes. Slips as he tried to cut back inside. If that is a sack, down goes the quarterback. Chad Fairchild will be credited for that sack. Cardinals are down 2 scores. If they can win tonight, Jonesboro will have beaten Lovejoy for the first time since 1995, 20-0. .4:15 to play, second down and 12. From the shotgun, whistles are blown dead. Lovejoy is calling a timeout. Lovejoy calls a timeout, and Edgar Carson is speaking to one of his players, pulling that player aside. We will step aside to tell you that the Georgia Media Network Services is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, is dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for careers in the media industry. For more information on the Georgia Media Network Services, please contact us at gamedianetworks.com, our website, or you can send us an email at georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com. He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Anthony Harp. However and wherever you're joining us, we thank you for doing so on a pleasant evening for football. Second down and 12 from the 39. Man in motion from the shotgun. There comes the snap. There goes the whistles. Offside on Lovejoy. So that penalty will help the Cardinals get closer to the end zone. Man in motion, 2nd down and 7. That's Rainey in motion. Here comes the outside rush. Quick throw caught by Rainey in the flat. A loose defender at the 35, and then he slips. He eluded Fairchild there. Fairchild has been very active throughout this game. Positive yardage gained.
I just noticed something, Anthony. Coach Carson has a suit on tonight.
Yeah, I mentioned the blazer earlier.
I did hear you mention it, but I didn't notice it. I get an opportunity. I'm going to make sure I zoom in on it here because Coach usually laid back, you know.
Oh, now you want to zoom in on stuff. See what it is. So basically, I
think it's awesome.
So basically, I got to wear a suit for you to start zooming in on stuff. Is that what that is?
Now you get your opportunity at the beginning of the ball game.
All right. I'm going to show up pinstriped, looking like Creflo Dollar III. On 3rd down and 7, man in motion. Wyman throws to Rainey, has a blocker, cutting back inside, 25, 20, 15, and he is tripped up inside the 10. A touchdown saving tackle by the senior, Justin Etheridge, who had a pick 6 in the first half. Rainey is down on one knee. He gathers himself. He's good to go. That was a gain of 10-plus yards and a first down. Inside the red zone. Ball is at the 5-yard line.
The Cardinals still have a lot of time on the clock. They score now.
Got a man in motion. 1st and goal from the 5. It's going to be Murray. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, gained a yard or so. Jaw King, among others, on that tackle there, along with Antonio Smith. .220 to play. Cardinals in the red zone looking to punch it in. The Cardinals are a 2-time region champions in 77 seasons. Their recent championship in the region was 2015. One before that, 1949.
Tight set.
Norrington in at quarterback, and somebody moved from Lovejoy up front.
Is he okay? He fell back.
Yeah, he did. Lost his balance.
There's no penalty.
Well, there's a snap. Norrington, the quarterback keeper, from 2 yards out. That is a Jonesboro touchdown. That was a very quick lineup followed by a very quick snap.
I didn't get a signal from the official there. It looked like he's like they're backing it up. Or maybe that's a 2-point conversion.
Well, the officials to the far right side of the field of us, they signal touchdown.
Okay. They're going for a 2-point conversion again, it looks like.
Yep. Norrington is the quarterback here. There's the snap. Norrington trying to turn a corner to the far right. Is he in? No, he is not. So it is now 24-18 our score, 1:48 to play in the 3rd quarter. As we will step aside on the Georgia Media Network Services.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
It is a one-possession game. But in the meantime, back on the goal line, we have ourselves a down Cardinal.
We're going to take another commercial break.
You're watching Georgia Media Network Services live on YouTube.
Well, regardless of who you root for or root against, you never want to see anybody get hurt. And you know it's a pretty significant ordeal when they bring out the cart. Multiple coaches are assisting the player onto the back of the cart, getting a nice reception from the fans.
Looks like he walked to the cart a little bit, so hopefully his injury is not as bad as it looked. I think it was number 19, it looks like.
If Dennis' eyes are sharp, that's Justin Norrington. He has been the QB inside the red zone for the Cardinals all throughout the game.
I think that's 19. I'm trying to see the number for sure.
Yeah, that is 19. Wow. Dennis got some sharp eyes. Who would have thought that? Watch out.
But the Cardinals took it down to a one score. One score, they can take the lead. And
6 points, yeah, they really don't. Well, they need to either kick a field goal or 2-point conversion to take the lead, but a touchdown could tie it up.
Yes. They're going to make this senior night a night to remember.
Kind of like the senior night last week at 12 Oak Stadium for Monday's Meal. It's just that they came up short. And a very interesting note about their opponent, about Monday's Meal opponent last week, we'll get to in a moment.
And we're still in the third quarter, folks. We're still in the third quarter.
There goes the squib kick, recovered at the 40-yard line.
let's see what the Wildcats going to do. See if they're going to move this thing down the field. I mean, it was me. I would tell you as a former coach that I would keep the ball on the ground and keep wearing down that Cardinal defense, because right now you are in the lead, and what you want to do is you want to run that clock. We still got a lot of time on the clock left here in the third quarter, and we got a whole nother quarter of football to play.
Yeah, also what you want to do is get in the end zone, if not kick a field goal, because as we just mentioned, this is a 6-point game. Jonesboro can very well take this game.
Well, just like that, as a penalty on the field, we don't know who is on right now. Well, it's a false start on Lovejoy. But again, making those simple mistakes can cost you the ball game. I mean, that's why I said if you can score, but keep the ball on the ground, run the ball. Lovejoy's done a great job running the ball up and down the field with Mr. Kitchen, and instead of trying to throw the ball deep, I'm not Coach Carson, so we'll see what he's going to do. Jonesboro's got a good defense, and that last touchdown gave him a spark. There's another penalty. I think that's the ban.
Yep. I want to say that's the first time the head referee had pointed in the direction of the Cardinals marching band. Early first quarter, he already had signaled to the Wildcats marching band the A pipe down. First down and 15 from the 35. Trayvon Kitchen getting to the 35, maybe up to the 37, and that's it there.
After that 10-yard penalty, Wildcats still about 15 yards away from the first down marker, so they really got to get the ball down the field.
But they're keeping the clock running.
Yeah, that's important.
80 seconds to play. Third quarter. Trayvon Kitchen. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, if that, on second down and 13.
Like the Cardinals were thinking the same way I was thinking, that they're going to run the ball, so they're putting the pressure on.
Under a minute to play. It's third down and 13 from the 37. Here comes the snap. It's a screen play to Antonio Floyd across the 45, 40, the 50, inside the 30, and taken down. Taken down by McCoy.
I kind of seen that coming when you had quads on the right side.
That's a gain of 30-plus yards for a Lovejoy first down. Wildcats going no huddle. 20 seconds to play.
Third quarter.
Here's Story getting to the 25, tackled from behind by Dakari Farley. And that is how the third quarter will conclude. At the end of 3 quarters of play, 24-18, here's our score. Lovejoy is leading it on their homecoming night, their final game of the regular season before entering the playoffs. We will step aside as well on the Georgia Media Network Services.
Unable to make the big ball game, have a family out of state, or just got to work late, we have a solution for you. Just stream the game live wherever you are by searching on YouTube for Georgia Media Network Service for your favorite team. Remember, Georgia Media Network Service. Watch it. It's free.
We're back at 12 Oak Stadium. He's Dennis Thomas. I'm Manson Harp. However and wherever you're joining us, we thank you for doing so. on the final quarter of the regular season for these two teams. It's going to be a handoff to Trayvon Kitching, eluding defenders, cutting inside, enter the end zone for 6 from 17 yards out. That is a Lovejoy touchdown. Trayvon Kitchen's 8th touchdown of the season on the ground.
Another injured player on the field.
Looks like a Charlie horse. They're stretching out a leg, the right leg.
Let me take a guess again. Looks like number 3.
Let's see, can Dennis go 2 for 2? Number 3.
I help this camera up here helps a lot when you can actually zoom in. 36.
Jamar Owen. And he's going to need some assistance getting off the field.
It looks like a cramp.
Oh, it's going to be carried off the field. Ouch.
Well, they couldn't get the car quick enough. Like you said, it looks like a cramp. I hope that's the only thing it is. You know, that's something we can work out.
Well, the cart is by the ambulance, Justin Noring. Now, Noring looks like he's still on the cart that's right beside the ambulance, but hopefully the ambulance is not needed. And hopefully it is all just cramps for Owens, as he needed help to get off the field. Ross will kick the PAT. The snap up. It's a fake. Throws end zone. That is a 2-point conversion.
Actually faked me out too.
Hanson to Antonio Floyd on the 2-point conversion. (32-18) our score. 11:52 first quarter. We'll step aside. This is the Georgia Media Network Services. Ross is set. Swings the left leg in the air. And it will be played on a hop at the 11. Look like that's Murray getting to the 25. Nope, that's McCoy, I beg your pardon. 32-18 is our score. Lovejoy is leading it. Again, however and wherever you're joining us, we thank you for doing so.
There's still a lot of time on the clock for the Cardinals to get the ball back and move down the field. I'm always positive-minded. It's great football here. We got 2 Clayton County schools going at it at the end of the season. This used to be a rival a long time ago with the Lovejoy Wildcats and the Jonesboro Cardinals.
It hasn't been a rivalry since 1995. That was the last time the Cardinals have beat the Wildcats.
Well, anytime a Lovejoy school, a Clayton County school takes on another school, it's kind of personal, you know?
And for the second time, the head referee has pointed to the Lovejoy's marching band, wanting them to stop. And they're still going through their instruments. Dance team is still dancing. And the head referee will not proceed until Wildcats marching band stops.
That's a good shot of Coach Carson right there.
And there's a flag on the field now. Sportsmanlike conduct against Lovejoy.
We know who that is.
Well, for once, we know it's not the players.
I mean, they mean well. They mean well. I mean, I'm glad it's an unsportsmanlike conduct on something maybe because the band playing a little bit too loud, but not on a player. So it's never a good thing because you lose yardage for it. But hey, it happens.
And on that note, the marching band is headed for the exits right there. On first down and 10 from the 41. Here comes McCoy cutting inside, near side right, spinning around multiple times down at the 40-yard line. Fegan, among others, on the tackle there. Tim Floyd has been the head coach of Jonesboro for the last 14 seasons. A minute and 5 seconds have gone by in the fourth quarter. Pistol formation, man in motion, snap, handoff to Murray. Murray wrapped up by Benton and knocked backwards. And you can hear a little bit of booing as the Lovejoy marching band is heading for the parking lot.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with a little band competition, and I think the reason Lovejoy band was a little cranked up because the Jonesboro High School band was kind of taunting them back and forth. So, I mean, the battle of the bands. I mean, we see it in college all the time, and unfortunately, it's not tolerated as much in the high school level, especially when the game's going on.
On third down and 5, Lyman looking, throwing far side left, incomplete. And jumping up and down in disbelief is the running back, Lucius Murray. He was wide open to the far right, and his quarterback didn't see him.
Guys, don't forget to like us. Give us a thumbs up. Go to the bottom of the screen and check on the like box with that thumbs up and follow us, share, and subscribe. Once you do that, guys, anytime we have a live broadcast, you'll be automatically notified through through YouTube that Georgia Media Network is live. If you like what you're seeing, okay, again, hit that like button for us. That's Jonesboro. They're getting ready to show out now. A great band, one of the best bands in Clayton County. I don't choose one school in particular, but Jonesboro has a really good band as well as Lovejoy. But now Lovejoy's gone. I think we'll probably hear a little bit more from Jonesboro band.
The question is how much of the band we're going to hear at this point. A very badly kicked punt. It rolls to the 35-yard line, and that's where the punt will be down.
But this is when the play is not on the field. I mean, the officials are not wrong by stopping the play because quarterbacks can't hear. You want to make it fair for both teams. But like I said, when right now when the play haven't started, the band can play.
See, here's my question out of all of that. So when bands are playing their instruments, the quarterback can't hear. But when fans are cheering, the quarterback in here. Okay.
I don't make the rules. Then. You just follow them.
Oh no, that wasn't directed at you. I'm just putting out there things that make you go,
Yeah.
As there's a late flag on the field against Lovejoy. Boy, that penalty kind of put out the fizzle for the fan base for Lovejoy as Trayvon Kitchen just refusing to go down inside Jonesboro's side of the field.
I mean, that's why they tell running backs to keep your feet moving because you never know. Because a lot of times, if the defense don't get a good lock on you, you can still move down the field because sometimes they grab you. But as long as your feet is moving, it's a good possibility you can continue to pick up extra yards.
That was a gain of 30-some yards just running up the middle.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
He's been doing it all throughout the game and really all throughout the season. Here's Kitchen again. Gets to the 40, 35. Tripped up, taken down from behind by Murray.
And Kitchen and Murray are both seniors, correct? Am I correct?
Yes, sir, as well as Miles Wilkes in on that tackle as well. Scores in 6A Region 3-4 tonight. Now, the halftime score between Monday's Mill and Morrow is 14-14 as Story, he runs up the middle. Zach Story, that is. He doesn't get much there. Monday's Mill, they're 6-3 overall. Morrow is 5-4. And it is Owl Covey all over Rockdale County, 35-14 there. And yesterday, Woodward Academy, they were all over Forest Park, 42-6. It's going to be another handoff to Story. He gets to the 25, getting close to the first down. As Wilkes, as well as Zanders, in on the tackle there. Woodward Academy, they are not. They finished the season 9-1. Forest Park finished the season 2-8. Owl Covey, they are 3-6. Coming to tonight's game, Rockdale County, they are 1-8 on the season. And a quick note on Woodward Academy as Kitchen is back in the game. Inside the 20, inside the 15, lunges to the 10-yard line. That is another Lovejoy first down by Trayvon Kitchen. 7:34 remaining. The clock stops for whatever reason.
Moving the chains.
Now the clock runs. No huddle. First and goal from the 10. Trayvon Kitchen gets to the 5. Inside the 5. Ball is free. Play is ruled dead. Flag is down.
Looks like a holding.
Hold on, Lovejoy. So Lovejoy is winning in points scored, and apparently they're winning in penalties as well.
I mean, that could be a good thing for Lovejoy as well because their goal right now is just run the clock, and they're actually trying to run the clock down. And even though,
yeah, but when the offensive team commits a penalty, the clock stops.
the clock is still running.
Well, now it's running. Handoff to Kitchen. It was first and goal, but back out the 20-yard line.
I mean, the goal in the fourth quarter, this time point of the game, when you're down by 2 possessions, you want to keep that clock running. I mean,
yes,
you
I mean, the marching band and the dance team that's left, they're breaking down the tent on Lovejoy's side of the field. Under 6:40 to play. Woodward Academy, they improved to 13-0 in region play in the last 2 seasons as Story trying to turn a corner and cannot turn a corner to the far right side of the field.
There's another flag.
Zanders in on that tackle.
I'm willing to bet you it's another hole. according to where the flag was thrown.
Look like there's some hand clapping by Jonesboro.
Well, I think it's going to be a hold on Lovejoy.
Holding against Lovejoy. Penalty is declined.
It's third down. I can understand that.
3rd down and 20. They're going to try and go for it. The last time Woodward Academy lost a region game was back in 2020 against Creekside, 42-17. Since then, Woodward Academy has been undefeated in region plays, going 13-0. That is remarkable. 3rd down and goal. Lightfoot looking end zone, throwing end zone, hit as he threw the ball, incomplete.
Looks like another field goal might be coming up.
Justin Hill was able to make contact with the arm of Lightfoot as he threw the ball.
Let me ask you, did you get a score that game of Woodward and Forest Park on yesterday?
42-6, that's the final.
Wow. I mean, I guess the good thing is Woodward, so that puts Woodward in first place, am I correct?
Yes, they went undefeated in region play.
Here comes that field goal. It's going
to be a 37-yard field goal for Ross. He's 1 for 1 in the field goal kicking department. High snap. There are whistles. Offsides against Jonesboro.
That's going to make it a little easier, about 10 yards or 5 yards.
So it's now going to be a 35-yard field goal. Excuse me, a 32-yard field goal. There's the snap. The hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. 2 field goals made out of 3 attempts by Daniel Ross, putting the Lovejoy Wildcats up. Well, the scoreboard says 35-18.
That's right.
It's 35-18. 32. It was 32-18. It's now 35-18.
If your math is correct, I think that's right.
Yeah. I'm doing 6 things at one time, just like you are, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, Jonesboro has made this a ball game tonight, but the Wildcats have figured out a way how to keep it out of the hands of the Cardinals. So, I mean, that's how you win a ball game. You got to keep the hand out of your opponent's hand, keep the ball out of your opponent's hand. Just like tomorrow with the Bulldogs and the
squib kick played on a hop, running far side, turning the corner, has 2 blockers with him, crossing the 40, and being ushered out of bounds at about midfield.
I'm not going to talk about the Georgia Bulldogs and Tennessee ball. That's probably another conversation for another day, huh? It's going to be a good game.
You would think that game would be under the lights, but I guess not.
I would have thought so as well, but I don't.
Well, if it's under the lights, then they would have been going up against Alabama and LSU. That game is under the lights.
Yes. It's an SEC game. It's going to be a big game. I think it's going to be the biggest game played tomorrow.
On 1st down and 10 from the 43, play is blown dead.
Now, and they had something about the band thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if the band is playing and the home team's on the field, I don't think it's a problem. As long as the opponents, your band's not playing when the opponent's on the field.
I was always led to believe that the band is good right up until the players get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought.
Right. But it all depends on the officials. I mean, if it's a distraction. I mean, I'm listening at the Jonesboro High School band right now. They sound really good. I mean, compared to some of the college bands, I mean, everybody in class on. They have a several band members with several instruments.
1st and 5 from the 48. Wyman looking, throwing deep downfield, far side. That is almost intercepted. Caleb Carson almost had him one.
We talked to the Jonesboro High School marching band director last year. Actually did a promo for us. Really good guy.
Yep, 35-18 is our score after the 32-yard field goal by Ross. That's where I got my numbers mixed up.
As we're starting to wind down a little bit, I want to remind you guys, this is our last game of the season. The playoff starts next week. Lovejoy will have a game here.
For football, at least.
Yeah. Lovejoy will have the number 2 team in the division. They'll be playing at home as well as Woodward. And, wow.
Down goes Wyman.
A tough tackle there.
Yeah, Justin Etheridge was in on that as well as Otis Burley. That was a tag team sack right there.
Yeah. Again, I was saying that next Friday night, Lovejoy played the first round of the playoffs right here at 12 Oak Stadium, but we won't be here. The playoffs are a little different for us. The state run that's a little differently. I think they control all the playoff games, so we won't be here. But next time you hear from Georgia Media Network, we'll be probably at one of the basketball games. We haven't really decided what school. We normally work with Lovejoy and Monday's Mill, but we're open. If someone contacts us, they want to come to school, we will be there with their students.
3rd down and 11. Here comes the rush. Wyman scrambling, looking, throws off his back foot. That is almost intercepted again. This time by Otis Burley.
And you want to talk about anything? Because you know when the game is over, we got to kind of shut this thing down, man. And any things you want to put out there right now, let's go ahead and get them out because about 4 minutes in the game, we want to make sure we thank everybody that's been a big part of what's going on here.
Well, I think it pretty much covered that. And I was thinking, like, if Lovejoy's band would have been still here, we could have maybe a 3-minute battle of the bands, but that ain't happening. That is a very bad punt. Non-contested, never crossed the 50. He gets down to the 45-yard line of Jonesboro. And the clock stops with 4 minutes and 1 second remaining.
We know what's going to happen now. Lovejoy's going to keep the ball on the ground and run the clock out.
You would think so, unless they're feeling themselves and want to throw a touch. And Malachi Lightfoot has not thrown a touchdown pass yet, and he is 2nd in the region in touchdown passes. He's had a very successful season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We send our congratulations out to all the seniors, football players, band members, and cheerleaders. Just want to say congratulations to you guys for an awesome season. These guys have really put it in the work for each school, and we take our hats off to you.
Here's Trayvon Kitchen, gets to the line of scrimmage. He gets triple team tackled by Sharice Peterson and among others.
I want to also make sure I mention the high school students that we've been a part of Georgia Media Network this year. Here at Lovejoy, Kelby, and we had a couple other students doing the cameras throughout our broadcast. But Monday's Mill High School, Chris, and several other students. We just want to thank you guys for just being a part of what we're doing to try to help you guys here at Georgia Media Network.
On 2nd down and 5, Kitchen again. He gets to the 40, running right up the middle to the 30, and he's taken down again by Peterson. That's another Wildcat first down at the gain of about 15. Approaching 3 minutes of play. Now, here's the playoff scenario coming into tonight. Lovejoy will not win the region due to a 34-7 loss to Woodward Academy in late September. Lovejoy will finish the season in second place, even if Jonesboro were to get an upset win, which that's not happening, as Story tried to get to the 20. He got no further than to the 22-yard line. Rainey was in on that tackle, as well as Justin Hill. The Wildcats defeated both Monday's Mill and Jonesboro, Monday's Mill and Morrow earlier this season. So the number 2 spot for Lovejoy is secure, as we have a Cardinal that is down with 2 minutes 34 seconds. We will step aside as well.
Well, let's continue. Just want to make sure we got everybody cleared up, because I want to make sure we don't forget anybody or throughout this broadcast. I do want to say also, I said it earlier in the ballgame, but I want to mention it again. I want to thank you personally for making that trip from Cartersville.
This season from Cartersville.
Yeah, a long drive that you come all the way down here each Friday night without any questions or any complaints. Even though sometimes during our meetings we go back and forth on different things we got to do better. But just want to thank you.
Nonsense.
Thank you for coming down here, and the fans thank you, and being able to make this broadcast what it is today, a free live broadcast for everyone that joins us here at Georgia Media Network. We ask you guys again to continue to display. Okay.
Kenshin gains positive yardage, gets the first down, takes it to the 17-yard line.
Yeah.
And Dennis, thank you for allowing me in your space, allowing me to work on my craft as I try to get better at this. I feel like I have, but I feel like I still have a lot of work to do, and you allow me to just be myself in your space. So whether it is from Marietta or from Cartersville, I thank you for allowing me to come out here and be a part of the Georgia Media Network services.
And more importantly, I want to thank you for helping working with these students as well, because, that's what we do here at Georgia Media Network. We actually work with students, and we actually make it possible. Another touchdown.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, might be the dagger. A 17-yard touchdown run by Trevon Kitchen, his second touchdown of the game, his 9th touchdown of the season. In fact, both of Kitchen's touchdown runs came in the fourth quarter.
This kid's going out with a bang as a senior this year. He's done an awesome job. I've heard you call his name out multiple times throughout the season. Awesome. We congratulate you guys, Kitchen, and all the seniors at Lovejoy and Jonesboro.
Somebody moved offsides against the Wildcats.
I would like the fans out there. You guys are watching the show. We see we got quite a number of people watching on Facebook and Twitter. Guys, show us a little love. All we ask you to do is go on and like us. And that's at the bottom of the screen. There's a thumbs up, and there's also a like button on Facebook. Hit those buttons. Hit it a few times and let us know that you are out there and you appreciate it and you got this free live broadcast. We're not like some companies. We're not charging you on demand. You got to pay to watch it. It's absolutely free. And this is what we need for the support from you guys to have us to continue to come back, and the way the school system see that you guys are actually watching and you do like what you see. We make mistakes. We got students here as well, and we still appreciate that you guys are watching. But show us a little love. I thank you. I see some loves popping up right now, but continue to hit that button, guys. We got a lot of people out there watching. Like I said, hit the button. We got people, officials at both schools that are watching this ball game, and they're watching and they're critiquing the game as well while we actually working with their students. And we want you guys, whether you're a student, a parent, or a friend, or whatever, hit that like button, showing that you like us here at Georgia Media Network. And again, I can't say it enough time. We appreciate you guys watching. This year, we've probably hit over 10,000. I think this ball game put us over 10,000 views through the season here at 12 Oak Stadium. And we want to thank you guys for being on with us live while we stream these games for you.
18 unanswered points scored by by Lovejoy. 90 seconds left in the game. 90 seconds left in Jonesboro's season as well as our season on the gridiron. As the squib kick is received, running to the far side to the 30, blockers with him to the 40, gets to the 50, and stepping out of bounds. That's Christian Smith with a minute 19 to play. Tim Floyd, head coach of the Jonesboro Cardinals, has the most wins of any Cardinals head coach at 80. He is the 19th head coach in school history. Now, there would be considered a game of the week in Region 3 6A. It would actually be Morrow hosting Monday's Mill. Why? Because those two teams, they're playing tonight. As Wyman would get the snap, he got sent backwards with authority by Antoine Reeves. And the clock is still running. I'm guessing they're doing the whole mercy rule thing, which we haven't had to deal with that this season. That is so beautiful. I just wish they wouldn't do it now. Yeah, that's why I like this season so much. We didn't have to do that so much.
Just want to remind you guys, Georgia, where's my format? Georgia Media Network, a 501c3. Well, okay, let me go back. They're back with the ball.
Second down and 12. After a loss of 2, Wyman hands off to the running back, gets to the 45, gets to crossing the 40, close to the 45-yard line. Joshua Taylor getting his first carry of the game inside the 40-yard line, and that is pretty much going to do it. Nope, the Cardinals, they are going to get one more snap in, or will they? No, they will not. And that is the end of the game from 12 Oak Stadium in Hampton, Georgia. Monday's Mill and Morrow, they are tied at 4-2 in region play. The winner of that matchup will take third place in the region. Lovejoy is playoff bound for the third straight season. And the Wildcats, they got a win in the first round of the playoffs last season against Richmond Hill, 19-14. Then lost to Buford in the second round of the playoffs, 44-7. Lovejoy has made the playoffs 7 times in Edgar Cartson's 9 seasons as head coach at the helm.
Read that one more.
Recapping what happened in the second half that pretty much belonged to Lovejoy. It was a 16-yard touchdown run by Story for Lovejoy, making it 24-12. Then late third quarter, it was a 2-yard touchdown run by Norrington, but the 2-point conversion failed for Jonesboro, making it 24-18 late third quarter. To the fourth quarter we go. It was a 17-yard run by Trevon Kitchen, and the 2-point conversion was made by Henson to Floyd, making it 32-38. Then it was Ross kicking a 32-yard field goal, extending the lead to 35-18. Lovejoy then putting the final nail in the coffin. It was Trevon Kitchen visiting the end zone for the second time this evening, this time from 17 yards out, as the same amount of yards rushed from his first rushing touchdown this evening. The man has 9 rushing touchdowns to close out the regular season. You put up the PAT. It was 42-18 with 90 seconds to play, and that would lead into our final score, 42-18. So congratulations to the Lovejoy Wildcats. Their next game is against somebody in the playoffs. As Dennis said, it will be right here at 12 Oaks Stadium. So be on the lookout. Check your social media. Check your Lovejoy contacts for who the game, for who Lovejoy will play, as well as what day the game will be. So Lovejoy, they improved to 7-3 overall, 6-1 in region play. As for the Jonesboro Cardinals, they fall to 3-7 on the season. They fall to 2-5 in region play. And like the Georgia Media Network Services, this will be our final game of the regular season as Jonesboro. They snap a 4-game winning streak in terms of going to a 4-season consecutive streak of making the postseason. But you have a longevity coach like Tim Floyd. He'll go back to the drawing board and he'll figure this thing out to take the Cardinals back to the state playoffs, a place that they are accustomed to going to. So one last time, the Georgia Media Network Services Incorporation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. They are dedicated to career development and academic achievement through media technology. Our organization is committed to providing students with a media opportunity, technology support, and training that will prepare them for careers in the media industry. For more information on the Georgia Media Network Services, contact us on our website at gamedianetworks.com, as well as georgiamedianetwork@gmail.com. One last time for Dennis Thomas, I am Anthony Harp. Thank you very much for joining us, however and wherever you did. One last time, this has been a high school football presentation seen on the Georgia Media Network Services. Hopefully we will get into some basketball action. Just don't know when and just don't know where. As that time comes, we will let you know when and we will let you know where. So long from 12 Oaks Stadium on the Georgia Media Network Services in Hampton, Georgia.